Hello there, I'm Richard from Durham University Gym, and what we thought we'd do as a team is put together a session to send out to some of you guys that are stuck inside some of the nursing homes around the area. I know we haven't been outside for a long time, people can't come and visit, but what we thought we'd do is we'd put together a little exercise session, an armchair aerobics session, just so you can get active, you can have a little bit of fun. So yeah, we've put together maybe 20-minute session that we're going to work through. I'm going to show you all of the exercises. It's going to allow you to be able to get moving, get active, get your heart rate up a little bit, hopefully stay a little bit healthier and a little bit fitter in these hard times. Also, like I said, just to have a little bit of fun. So the first thing we're going to do, we need to do a little bit of stretching. So first movement, we need to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall in the seat, back against the seat, lower back against the seat as well. We're going to take our head and tilt it to one side until we start to feel a little bit of a stretch down the shoulder and the neck. And then what we're going to do is lift the opposite arm up to about a 45-degree angle, and we're just going to hold that position there for about 10 seconds. You should get a little bit of a stretch in the shoulder and a little bit of a stretch in the neck. And we'll bring that arm back down and straighten the neck. So what we're going to do now is just going to switch to the other side. So we'll take our opposite arm down this time. We're going to tilt the neck and lift the arm up. Again, you should feel some stretch sensation in the neck and a little bit in the arm. We're just going to hold that position. Perfect. And we're going to go once more on either side. I'm going to hold that there again for 10 seconds. And we'll swap sides. Tilt the neck, hand up to about 45 degrees. Perfect. Exercise number 2. So this time we're going to continue working on the shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to take our hands out, pop them up, and just place your fingertips on your shoulders. Again, we need to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, feet flat on the floor, bum against the back of the seat and the shoulders. What we're going to do is, keeping our fingers on our shoulders, we're going to rotate the shoulders forward 10 times. So there's 1, nice big rotations. 2, good, remember keeping that posture nice and tall all of the time. And everybody just make sure that you're copying me. And 1 more. Perfect. Now we're going to keep them fingertips exactly where they are, and we're going to do exactly the same, but this time we're going to rotate backwards instead of forwards, and there's going to be 10. So we go all the way back, nice big circles, try and draw big circle with the elbow. There's 7, we're going to do 3 more. 9, and last one. Excellent work. And you can just bring in, just give them shoulders a shake out a little bit. So, next one we're going to do, again, make sure our lower back and our shoulders are supported by the seat, so we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take our hands out directly in front of us like so. And then what we're going to do, imagine we're holding on to 2 resistance bands or something like that. And we're just going to pull back and squeeze this back together. So we take both of our shoulder blades and try and squeeze them together into the middle. So we come here, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades, hold there for just a split second. I'm going to come back forward. There's 1. We'll go again. 2. 3. Remember, make sure you sit up nice and tall. Remember to breathe throughout. 4. Nice and slowly. Back, squeeze them shoulder blades together. 5. 6. 7. 8. And we're going to go for 2 more. Squeeze them shoulder blades together. And last one. Perfect. And just give them arms a shake out again. Okay, so exercise number 4. This one's going to get our heart rate up a little bit. And we're going to do a seated jumping jack. So we again stay on the seat, bums slid all the way back, standing up nice and tall. We're going to take our hands down by the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up above, clap at the top, and back down. There's 1, 2. Remember, when you come to the top, reach as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax, shake off them shoulders a little bit. We're just going to have a few seconds rest, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly the same exercise again, but we're going to do it a little bit faster this time. So it's going to be 1, 2, if we can, 3, yeah? So we're going to do that in a couple of seconds, and again we're going to go for 10 reps, but the tempo is going to be slightly quicker this time. So are we all ready? Hands down by the sides, sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. And hands down, relax to the side, give them a shake out. So that's the end of our warm-up. Next bit we're going to have a look at is the main session. So for this main session, what you all need is either 2 small bottles of water, or 2 tins of beans, or 2 objects that you can hold in your hand that are going to act as a weight. They don't need to be heavy, just nice and light, but just 2 things that you can hold in your hand. So I'll just give you a minute for someone to go and collect them for you, and then we'll get into the main session. Perfect. So what I've got myself, 2 cans, just chopped tomatoes, nice and light, but we're going to use these for some of our exercises. So the first one we're going to use them, and it's going to be an upper body exercise. So again, remember our postural cues: lower back, upper back supported by that seat, and sitting up as tall as we possibly can. So we're going to take the tins of beans, or the tins of tomatoes, or the bottles of water, whatever you've got in your hands, and you're going to place them down by the sides. The first thing we're going to do, curl them up towards the shoulders, and then we're going to press straight above the head, and come back down to the shoulders, back down to the start. So this is going to be a curl and a press, and we're going to do it about that tempo, so nice and slow and controlled. It doesn't need to be fast this time. And we're going to do 10 reps, and we're maybe going to do that a couple of times. All right, so everybody with the objects down by the side, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Curl up to the shoulders, press straight above the head. Excellent. And control them back down, and straight arms again. Curl up to the shoulders, press to the top. Excellent work. And we're going to keep going for doing this 10 times. There's 5, so we're halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now we can either put them down at the side, pop them on the floor, or wherever is possible, just so they're out the way for the time being. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to have a look at is going to be working our legs a little bit. So again, we're going to be shuffle our bum all the way back into the seat, making sure we're sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to do this either with one leg at a time or both legs. It's totally up to you how you want to do it, depending on how hard that is or how easy it is. It's totally up to you. So we're going to take our hands and hold onto the side of the seat, if possible, into this position. And then what we're going to do is, with our feet planted flat on the floor, we're going to try and lift the knee up towards the chest. So we'll just go one leg at a time to start with. And we'll go right leg, and we lift up towards the chest, and a slight pause at the top, and then back down. Then we'll alternate to the left knee. Lift the left knee up, and back down. Perfect. And the right leg, and back down. You're lifting as high as you can. Good. Remember, keep hold on to this chair. There's 8. We're going to do 2 more. 9, 10. Perfect. So we're going to take a couple of seconds rest, and for the second time we do this, you're either going to do exactly the same as we've just done before, so one leg at a time, or if you're feeling that was maybe quite easy, or maybe you think try something a little bit harder, we're going to go for both legs at the same time. So if we're going to continue to just do it 10 times, so everyone can still do it together, regardless whether you're doing one leg or you're doing both. So if you're doing both, again, take a grip onto the bottom of your chair, make sure your back's supported. You might want to shuffle your bum forward, maybe about an inch from the back of the seat. And then what we're going to do is lift both legs at the same time and back down, like so. Yeah? So if you continue to do one at a time, that's fine. If you want to have a go and do both, just the same. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a couple more. 9, last one, 10. Perfect. Super. So on to our next exercise. We're going to focus now a little bit on the core area. So again, sitting all the way back as far as we can, we're going to take our hands up and just place them in a cross like this. So fingertips from the left hand on the right shoulder, fingertips from the right hand on the left shoulder, and you're going to lift up the elbows to about shoulder height. We're just going to slide forward slightly on the seat. If you need to use your hands for that, just shuffle forward and then place the hands back. We need to make sure we're trying to sit up as tall as possible, as if you've got a string pulling you up towards the ceiling, so you're sitting up as tall as possible. And then this time what we're going to do is we're going to do torso rotations. So we're going to take the elbows in this position and we're going to twist the torso round, see if you can face the person to your left, and then come back to the middle. And you're going to go to the right, see if you can face the person to your right, and then back to the middle. And we're going to do that 10 times, 5 on each side. So hands on the shoulders, elbows nice and high, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Rotate that torso, see if you can face the person next to you, back to the middle, to the right. There's 2, 3, excellent. Remember, keep this nice and controlled. 4, it's not a race, this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, one more on either side, 9, and 10. Perfect. And relax. Okay, so into our final exercise of this loop. Again, it's going to focus on the legs. So shuffle the bum all the way back, hands grip the bottom of the seat if you can, somewhere to hold on to. And again, we're going to either do one leg at a time or both together. It's totally up to you. We're going to do one set of 10 again. I'm going to show you what each one looks like, and then we'll start and we'll do a set together. So if we go in one leg at a time, we're sitting up tall. Remember, keep that string pulled so we're nice and tall. All we're going to do is extend the leg high as we can. So try and get the leg as straight as possible, toe as close to the ceiling as possible, and back down. And then we're going to alternate to the left leg as far as you can and back down. If you're feeling adventurous and you want to do both at the same time, that's fine. Hold the seat, both up, high as you can, and back down. This is going to be working the muscles on the top of your legs here. So you might feel a little bit of tension in there, which is a good thing. So, whichever one you want to do, whether you want to alternate, right, left, or you're going to do both at the same time, we're going to do 10 reps, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, slight pause at the top and back down. 2, slight pause at the top and back down. Both together, if that's how you want to do it. And we're going to go one more, high as you possibly can, and relax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put them 4 exercises together, and we're going to do them all back to back. We're going to do 10 of the first exercise, tiny little rest, 10 of the second exercise, tiny little rest, 10 of the third exercise, tiny little rest, 10 of the fourth exercise, and then we're going to finish it off. So, first up, we're going to start okay, so first up, we're going to start with our objects, our weights. So if you grab them and take a hold of them, we're going to do the shoulder, the curl with the shoulder press to start with. So there's going to be 10 of these. Then we're going to place them beans down, and we go into the next one. We're going to do our okay, so first one we're going to do, you're going to need your object. So it's going to be your curl with your press. We're going to do 10 of them. As soon as we finish that, we're going to pop these on the floor. We're then going to go into the knee raises, either one at a time or both together. It's up to you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the torso rotations. So hands directly across, fingertips on the opposite shoulders, and we're going to rotate. And then we're going to finish off with the leg extension, either single or double. It's totally up to you. All right, so everyone get ready, grab your objects. I'm going to start with exercise number 1, which is the curl and the press. So we're going to do 10, we're going to pop them down, and then we're going to move on to the second exercise straight away. All right, so hands down by the side, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, curl the shoulders, press above the head. There's 1. Press above the head, there's 2, good. 3, 4, 5, halfway there on these ones, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so these objects are going to go down. I'm going to go with the knee raises, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, or remember, if you're going opposites, 2, 3, 4, 5, high as you can at the top, slight pause, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. Slight little pause. Next one's going to be our torso rotation. So sitting up nice and tall, hands across at the front, elbows nice and high, and we're going to rotate to the left. Slight pause, and back to the middle, and to the right. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, 6, 7, 2 more, 10, perfect. Last exercise is going to work these muscles on the top, so remember, either individually or both at the same time. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, if you need to do opposites, that's fine. 3, pause at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze this at the top. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect, well done. So what we've done there is we've worked through the whole body. We've done a little bit of mobilization to help get your joints moving a little bit better, and we've done some exercises hopefully going to raise the heart rate slightly and got our muscles working a little bit. So take your time through the exercises, enjoy it, it's a little bit of fun and it gets you moving. Could we just get everybody to please give us a little bit of feedback if possible? So if anyone can take down some notes and just send us some feedback back, that would be great. Just allow us to improve for next time, or if there's anything else that anyone wants to see, we can potentially put something together and let everybody have a go. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.